Imagine you're living in a maze. Every wall, every path, every dead end. It's all created by what you believe about yourself and the world. Most of these beliefs, they're invisible, hiding in plain sight, quietly controlling your life. But there's a way out, a way to break down the walls and escape. Tonight, we're diving into the strange science behind reprogramming your mind. The science that can shatter the maze, letting you rebuild from scratch. If you're ready, let's begin. Part 1. The power of beliefs. Building the maze. Think of the beliefs you hold. I'm not smart enough. People don't like me. Success is for other people, not me. These beliefs don't just pop into your head. They're stories programmed into you from a young age. Imagine each one as a brick in the walls of a maze, forming obstacles that make it hard to reach your goals. What's wild is that most of these beliefs aren't even yours. They're picked up from your parents, your friends, society, just like downloading an app you never asked for. Yet these beliefs control what you try, how you act, and what you think you can achieve. You're trapped in a maze of your own mind's making. Part 2. Neuroplasticity, the brain's secret blueprint. Now, let's talk about how your brain shapes and reshapes itself, how it builds and tears down this maze. This is where neuroplasticity comes in. Think of neuroplasticity like a sculptor, constantly shaping your brain based on what you think, do, and believe. Imagine every belief as a pathway, a trail in a forest. The first time you think a thought, it's like stepping into the forest and creating a faint trail. It's hard to see at first. But each time you think that thought again, the trail becomes more visible, more defined. Eventually, it's the only path you can see, the one you automatically follow. This is why limiting beliefs can feel so real. They're just deeply carved trails in the forest of your mind. The more we repeat these beliefs, the stronger the path gets. Our brains are like eager construction workers. They love to reinforce what's already there. So if we keep saying, "I'm not good enough," guess what? That pathway gets bigger, clearer, and easier to follow. Part 3. The Reticular Activating System, the brain's gatekeeper. Inside your brain is a tiny, powerful system called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS. Imagine your mind as a huge library with millions of books, but you only have time to read a few. The RAS is like a librarian, filtering out what's important and focusing only on the books or beliefs that match your mindset. Here's how it works. Let's say you believe you're not good enough. Your RAS scans your experiences, looking for anything that supports this belief, ignoring things that don't fit. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that only let you see what matches that belief. So if someone compliments you, the RAS might just filter it out, reinforcing the belief even more. This is how limiting beliefs stay alive. They're constantly fed by the RAS. Part 4. Neurotransmitters, the brain's reward system. Your brain doesn't just work with thoughts. It works with chemicals too. Meet dopamine, the chemical that tells your brain, "Yes, this feels good." Dopamine is like the brain's reward currency. Every time you do something that matches your beliefs, dopamine gives you a little reward, reinforcing that behavior. Think of dopamine as a dog you're training. Each time it hears a familiar command, like sit, it knows it's getting a treat. In your brain, every time you think, "I'm not good enough," dopamine reinforces that belief, making it stronger. But here's the trick. Dopamine doesn't care if the belief is true. It just cares about repetition. So if you start a new belief like, "I am capable," dopamine can eventually make this belief stronger, if you practice it enough. Part 5. Breaking Free, the Science of Cognitive Restructuring. So, how do we escape? How do we break down these old beliefs? This is where something called cognitive restructuring comes in. Think of cognitive restructuring as a jackhammer, breaking apart the bricks of your old maze, piece by piece. The first step is awareness. We can't change what we don't see. Recognizing these automatic thoughts, seeing them for what they are, gives us power. It's like standing at the edge of the forest and seeing that there might be another path, a way out. Scientists have found that challenging these beliefs, actually questioning them, starts to weaken them. By questioning, you're effectively saying, "Hold on, is this path the only way?" When you challenge a belief enough, it begins to fade and new possibilities emerge. Part 6. Building new pathways with neuroplasticity. Remember, neuroplasticity doesn't only build walls, it can also tear them down. Think of it like a reset button on your brain. You can form new beliefs, new pathways, and new ways of thinking. Just like a gardener clearing a new path through a dense forest, creating a new belief requires effort and repetition. At first, the new path will be overgrown and hard to follow. But each time you reinforce a positive belief, that path becomes a little clearer. Eventually, the old paths, your limiting beliefs, start to fade, becoming harder to find. Your brain's landscape changes, bit by bit, until those old beliefs no longer guide you. Part 7. Tools to start reprogramming your mind. So, how do you start? Here are some tools that might sound simple, but they're backed by science. Visualization, affirmations, and journaling are your map, compass, and flashlight on this journey. Visualization. Picture yourself reaching your goals, seeing your future self with clarity. Visualization is like tricking your brain into thinking it's already there. When you visualize, your brain responds almost as if it's really happening, strengthening the new belief. Affirmations. These aren't just words. Each time you say, "I am worthy of success," you're planting a seed in your mind. Affirmations work because they focus your brain, sending signals that these ideas are worth attention. Over time, affirmations act like new trails, clearing the way for positive beliefs. Journaling. Writing out your thoughts creates a physical form of your beliefs. When you write down your negative beliefs and then challenge them, it's like holding up a mirror. This awareness is powerful. With journaling, you track your journey, seeing how your mind gradually shifts. Part 8. Epigenetics. Changing your DNA. Expression. This might sound like science fiction, but it's real. When you change your beliefs, you don't just change your thoughts. You can actually influence your DNA. Epigenetics is the study of how your beliefs and experiences can change how genes express themselves. Think of it like a light switch. Your beliefs can flip switches on or off in your genetic code. Positive beliefs can signal your genes to express in ways that make you more resilient and even healthier. On the flip side, negative beliefs can weaken you, making your body more susceptible to stress. The power of your mind goes deeper than you might think. It reaches all the way down to your DNA. Part 9. Why consistency matters. Building a new maze. Here's the reality. Change isn't instant. Those old pathways, those limiting beliefs, didn't form overnight, and they won't disappear overnight. Imagine you're tearing down an old maze and building a new one. Every day you practice, every time you reinforce a positive belief, you're laying bricks in the right places. Slowly, the walls shift, the maze clears, and a new path opens up. This is why consistency is everything. Each positive thought, each new belief, it all counts. Day by day, small changes add up, until one day, you find yourself free from the maze you once thought was inescapable. So now, you know the science, the tools, the power that lies within your mind. But there's only one question left. Will you use it? Will you take the first step into the unknown, face the beliefs that have controlled you, and begin the journey of reprogramming your mind for lasting success? This is the starting point, the doorway to change, and the choice is yours.